How you guys doing? That was actually pretty good. Yeah, usually I have to kind of coax it out a little bit, but who's excited to be in Nashville, yeah? Welcome to Nashville, yes, right? The land of strong, self-made women, you know, Dolly Parton, Taylor Swift, the Hawk 2 girl. You just feel the ambition that's coming in, right? No, I love Nashville. I love that even in the airport, there is live music, right? When we walked in, we have the piano player going. Only in Nashville can you walk down one street and have 15 bands competing for your attention, right? Try to vie you into that bar that you're going to. Music and content, it's coming at you from every single angle, and I love it. You never know what you're going to stumble upon, but it can get a little noisy, a little overwhelming, right? A little inauthentic, if you will. What does that remind us of? Media? Really? I thought that was going to be like a really connection point. Nobody got there? All right, we'll work on it. We'll work on it. But doesn't it feel like media is everywhere these days? Our feeds, our shows, our screens, our smart fridges. It's just another spot where someone is trying to sell us something. And yeah, for marketers, it means unlimited placements for us, but it also means unlimited noise for the consumers that we're trying to reach. You know, people aren't scrolling anymore, they're dodging. They're not streaming, they're skipping. They're not interested, they're distracted. And so we're not really completing for placements anymore. We have plenty of those, right? The actual media buying part of our job is probably the easiest thing we do. In a time right now where attention is the scarcest currency that we have, the hardest thing isn't media, it's how do we find meaning in what we do. And so in a time when everything is media, how do we make our media actually mean something? And guys, we haven't even talked about the media event of the century that's coming up. Does anybody know what it is? Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce's wedding. That is right. Give this man a round of applause. Yes, Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce are getting married. I would also like to know that I called this 2 years ago at our retail summit when they first got together. It was a hot take. Thank you, John. You can go back and look at the archives. My colleague Kate, she told me that her music is streamed 27 billion times, which conveniently is also the amount of dollars wasted on programmatic ad spend in a quarter, right? Funny. But this is truly the equivalent to the US royal wedding, okay? The woman dropped the name and the date of her upcoming album, and you had brands changing the color of their logos. The Empire State Building was lit up in orange for a week. Panera launched an exclusive LTO with custom In My Sourdough era merchandise. Reese's launched a collaboration with Oreo, playing off their orange color scheme. Guys, this was all within 24 hours of an album name. Can you even imagine what we're going to do when she announces the date of her wedding? The color scheme of her reception, right? And where is Tyler? Tyler, I know you are slated to talk tomorrow about how the 2026 political midterms are going to impact the media landscape, but we're going to need a pivot because I want to know what this wedding is going to do to the media landscape. I mean, everyone laughs, truly, fine. But it is time to kick off your creative teams because I want to get the collaboration and the juices flowing, right? I am expecting a Hardee's, I'm in my bride era LTO. I want a new Dr. Pepper flavor. I need Bayer to sell Alka-Seltzer and Aleve Swifty wellness kits, right? To get them to binge their upcoming nuptials. I need Rhone to provide athleisure for their bridal underwear and their custom apparel, right? I need Mitsubishi to be their getaway car. I mean, y'all, this this is real. Like, you laugh, and I jest a little bit, but she had a song called Florida on her last album, Kate, which is called... There it is. That was not planned, by the way. And in that song, she mentions Destin, okay? And Google flight prices jumped 20% the day the album was released to Destin versus the 5-day average prior. Like, tell me that causation does not equal correlation. But okay, that is enough of Taylor Swift. I truly am not even a fan of Taylor Swift, shockingly enough. I'm just a fan of really good marketing. Because that's what she is at the end of the day. She's probably the best one out there. So that's why we're all here today. So let's get into it. As a reminder, everything on stage today, it is recorded, it is on the record. A core element of what we do here at MediaPost, it's journalism. It's providing a fine platform to produce the work that you guys are putting out. And we're gonna have some fun today. You are going to hear from Scott Sutton from CKE Restaurants about how they brought back their provocative bikinis and burgers campaign, this time teaming up with TikTok sensation Alex Earl to really reignite influencer authenticity and nostalgia and just have a little bit more cultural relevance with this brand. Haley Wise from Scale Marketing is here. She's going to share how they helped Easy Cater build an omni-channel audience-first campaign that not only reached those audiences, but also converted them. And we're going to talk about retail media networks, because how can we not? We're going to spend $60 billion, yes, that's B with another, or that's billion with another B, this year alone on the 200 plus retail media networks out there. And they all promise to bring us closer to the customer journey, closer to that point of purchase. But is this actually playing out in practice? But first, no industry is having a moment quite like athleisure. With a market value of $425 billion, yes, another B if we are keeping track, people are spending more money to be comfortable than they ever have before, right? And in many accounts, this is the defining fashion trend of the 21st century. And so after a decade as a premium men's brand, Rhone is making bold moves to step into women's apparel. And they're shifting its media mix to build long-term brand equity. They're one of the few brands that went from performance to branding versus branding to performance. So with new partnerships with the WNBA and the LPGA, the apparel brand is tapping into holistic sponsorships that go beyond just building brand visibility. Please join me in welcoming our opening keynote speaker, Marissa Theriault, head of paid media, to share how the brand is building upper funnel awareness.